I'm gonna explain to you why you're not fucking comp and why most likely you're not even a gold plate yet. And hopefully by the end of this video, you can get to a point where you're on your way to being at least silver. Look, you don't have to watch the whole video to even like get straight to it. I'm not gonna clickbait you. The reason why you're not comp is because you do a lot of random things. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, like no, like you literally do random things. Like when we were playing the game earlier today, how you were dribbling the ball and you just said, I'm gonna let this one fly. And it was like 40 contested. Like, why'd you take that shot? No, like, and I'm not saying that like, oh, don't shoot the ball. Like, it's just sometimes like when we are playing, we kind of get lost in, I think, our idea of what the game should be, I guess, maybe. And then an example of that is if you ever hear anybody say something like, oh, the 2K played me, or oh, why did 2K make me do that, or oh, why did the game make me do that? So what you're hearing is someone who's not in reality. So when my friend asked me, he said, what does comp stand for? I'm like, what do you mean, like competitive gaming? Like, like people who are competing, like competition, like, And the reality of that is sometimes, he said, what is comp and how can you be comp? He said, what's the most comp build I can make right now so that we can go Street Park? And sometimes it's not really, I would say like, the reason why a lot of people just aren't considered comp is because they just do random things. And it's a perfect example. You go up for a layup, let's say, or a dunk, and you get a weird animation, and you say, why did 2K make me do that? But in reality, you chose a random animation because you pressed square. So these people are not even in reality almost, because it's like, what do you mean, why did 2K make you do that? They literally tell you how to play the game, but some people don't play 2KU, so they don't know how to play 2K26. They don't know how to play 2K, even 25. Like in 2K25, I remember doing 2KU, and it teaches you how to play the game. Like, I don't, so it's like when it comes to being competitive at something, it's like doing random things like holding square and expecting a dunk just because that's what you want in your head. That's not how you play 2K. That's not how you play 2K. I'm sorry, like, but there's a stick and it gives you like 4 different animations. You have to choose one, bud. Like, but it's all right to do random things when you're playing at a random level, but you can see in this game, like, I don't really, this is a random game for me, like, honestly, like, I just chose, like, random gameplay, honestly. I just really wanted to just talk to you about this because it was on my mind, and I'm like, it literally just happened, too, like, I just ended stream. I'll tell you, actually, the full story is, I'm supposed to be playing with, like, my friends in Park, but you know how Park is. Like, when me and you play Park, yeah, we could sweat. We don't even be on the mic sometimes. We're just, like, sweating, right? Just games after games after games. But when you play with other people, like I said, everyone's not on that same, it's different ranks and stuff. And it's all love. But, my friends, we're playing, was it Proving Grounds? And it sucks. It really sucks because I want to play Park with them, but like this happens. Perfect example. I say, let me have the ball. I score. Like, we're playing against people who don't even have perimeter defense on their build, So it's like, we're not playing against anyone who, like, these people have jobs, like, these are good people, like, these aren't 2K demons, like, so, I'm like, go ahead, like, like, I'm about to go crazy, but he wants to, so I pass the ball. We just get sold, and it gets to a point where it's like, okay, like, it's cool and all, but let me explain one thing is when it comes to playing at a competitive level, I think you don't want to do anything random, like, so, like, I already... Like, trust me when I say nothing is easy. Like, okay, I remember my friend thought, oh, I could be a lock, and it's easy to play defense, right? 2K25, it's easy to play defense. I mean, if you think so, until you go against somebody who thinks scoring is easy, what do you do then, Like, or if you're big and you're like, oh, it's easy to get boards. All you gotta do is stand under the rim. Okay? Well, what do you do when you go against somebody who actually understands dead zones and positioning and angles and worming? So, like, whatever you're going to do, if you really want to do it, then just be good at it. And I think slowly you'll become comp. And then as you become comp, you start to realize what you need to be even at a higher level of competition. So you start to make a build that makes it easier for you to play your role, I think.
Get over here!
My God.
Oh shit!
My God.
Slide to the left.
This is a good, I think, like, when you really talk about, like, okay, and I keep saying random, I think it's funny because, like, for me, like, comp, okay, you have comp and you have random, and they're, like, the two complete opposite, right? Because you have comp, right? And comp is always on the course that are squatted up, right? Then you have randoms who are on the no squats, right? So you gotta think about it. Like, it's the two opposite. Like, you know, like,
Yo, I was just wide open and they just looked at me.
when you're competitive, you're gonna have everything organized, even your lineups. So it's like when it comes down to having, like, roles, let's say, and when you say, how do I make a comp build? Well, what are you good at? You good at rebounding? Then make a rebounder and be the best rebounder. Don't make a half rebounder, half slasher, half pajama wearing. You know, like, just make a full rebounder. And I think after you get to, because, okay, let's say you make a lock. Are you gonna make a lock who can dunk, who has a 95 drive and dunk, an 87 three ball, an 86 ball handle? No, right? So the reason why is because you want to be the best at something, because you're competing for that role, right? So when we break down how to be a comp build, what are you good at? And then, are you really good at that? Because if you pay attention, every time I have the ball, look at my corner. There's someone in that corner. One of my teammates are in the corner. Are you willing to do that for 10 games straight? If that means you're going to win 10 games straight? Yeah, my teammates do shoot the ball. Barely. But guess what? I don't get rebounds. So for somebody who loves getting rebounds, or someone who loves being important, in reality, not just in their head, but actually is important in real life, you know you're important. Your build is important when you get invites. Can you go to the stage and get a bunch of invites? When you go to the park, do people invite you? Do you have a random build or do you have a comp build? So when we talk about what does it mean to make a comp build, be good at something. If you're going to be a guard, be the best guard. What's the best guard? Somebody who can score the most points. How do you score the most points? Figure it out, whatever you're good at. If you're going to be a lock, be the best defender. If you're going to be a rebounder, be the best rebounder. That's comp. Allen Iverson, Jennifer's body. Is anything is possible? Put the Zen down. Let's talk about it though. If you come on my court where I'm streaking and you gotta cheat to beat and you still meet defeat versus me, then what does that make? What does that make me and my team? If you're top 100 and you're cheating and we're playing for real and we're winning, what does that make us? If you really want to be comp, what is comp? Comp is beating the competition.